Ben Roethlisberger joins me now live on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, Ben?
Good, Rich. How are you today?
I am hanging in there. So where do you place your chances moving forward, sitting now at 7-4 after that win last night?
Well, we're excited to be the first team in the North to get to the 7 wins, but you know, we've got 5 games left, and we're not going to look forward to it yet because we have that much-needed bye week coming up. So we're going to enjoy these couple of days and enjoy getting healed up and rested and getting healthy, and then dig our heels in and try and put together the best 5 games of our season.
Now, I know some players who haven't been able to get out there, certainly on defense, notably Troy Polamalu, Ryan Shazier. What about you? Do you need this bye week, do you think, Ben?
Absolutely. You know, for nothing serious, thank the Lord, but just from being beat up through 11 NFL weeks, you know, and it's not easy to play in this league, and it's not easy to be a quarterback, but you know, it's the bye week comes at a good time, so we'll get nice and rested and healthy and ready to make a good push here at the end.
I'd love to get just your comment on LeGarrette Blount's release. Do you have one?
On what?
On LeGarrette Blount. He got released about 5 minutes ago, Ben.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Rich, I didn't even know that.
I'm breaking news.
There were some issues going on after the game that I didn't even know about either. You know, I guess if there's something that's not helping the team, you're hurting the team, and you know, there's no room for that here. So I guess Coach did what he felt was necessary. How
good is Le'Veon Bell, Ben?
I think he's awesome. I mean, look what he did last night. He showed that he can be an awesome runner. His yards from scrimmage this year are in the top 3, if not number 1, and that's because he can catch the ball. He can pick up blitzes. I've said for many weeks now that I felt like he's the best all-around back in the game.
For fans who are trying to figure out your team, Ben, I mean, we take a look and we see how well you've played this year and how you had record-setting numbers of certainly over a couple of games in a stretch. And then this team loses at home to Tampa and then loses on the road to the Jets, both, you know, at the time, 0 and 1 win teams at the time, saying, I don't know who the Pittsburgh Steelers are. How do you respond to fans who are wondering that about your team?
Well, we're 7-4, and we know that every week we're getting teams' best shots. You know, we know that people want to, and we know that because, you know, Coach Munchak, who's our O-line coach now, told us at the beginning of this week, for all his years that he was with the Titans and Houston before that, he said the Steeler game was always circled. And it's just, you know, we know that we're getting teams' best shots. And it's not like college where you've got, you know, a top 5 team playing a nobody type team. We're all professionals. We're all NFL guys. We're all 5-star players. So you're going to get everybody's best shot every week, and you just have to perform. So, you know, we're 7-4 going to the bye, and you know, we're happy going into it with a win.
Where do you place Antonio Brown in the pantheon of receivers that you've had? You've had some great ones, Ben. Where do you put Antonio?
Oh, definitely up there at the top, towards the top. I mean, he's something special. I mean, the things that he can do, the plays he can make. We just the trust that I have in him, and sometimes you just give him the ball as fast as you can and let him do the rest, and sometimes you let him work down the field. So I think he's one of the best wide receivers in the NFL right now, and definitely one of the best that I've ever played with.
Ben, that Monday night game against the Houston Texans, where you came out struggling, and then all of a sudden you had that 24-point explosion towards the end of the half. Would you circle that as the turning point of your season?
Well, that was definitely a turning point, a big moment for us. Our defense got turnovers. We capitalized and scored touchdowns. You know, we showed what it's like to play team football. You know, offense backing the defense up, defense backing the offense up, capitalizing on each other. And so I think that definitely was a point that we can look back on and say, you know what, that was a good point for us in this season.
Ben Roethlisberger, Pro Bowl quarterback of the 7-4, 6-seeded Pittsburgh Steelers, joining me live here on the Rich Eisen Show. You know, all of us in the national media are fixated on your relationship with Todd Haley, right, Ben?
Yes, I know.
We're trying to figure out, are you going to movies together? Are you going to dinner together? You're hanging out, or does that matter? I mean, we're sort of nuts about that, Ben. We're trying to figure that out.
It's unbelievable because this has become a monster that was created for no apparent reason, and there is no issues. We are just great. We have gone to dinner.
You have.
We have golfed together. So,
you have.
People will probably continue to make an issue of this just because I think they want to.
Yes, but you didn't have dinner after golfing with him, did you, Ben? You didn't do that
not
together.
After golf. We got too competitive golfing.
See, what is up with that, Ben? Why didn't you have dinner after golfing with him, Ben? Come on.
He was mad I beat him.
Is that right? See, now there's something going on between Todd Haley and Ben over the golf.
We're too competitive.
Okay, because I'm just trying to get in there, Ben. I'm just trying to crack this code.
Turn it up. I understand.
You said
I think when I accidentally sneezed in his backswing, he didn't like that. Got mad at me. He coughed in my backswing. And then it just turned into all out no, type thing.
And then you threw for 6 touchdowns in back-to-back games. What in the world is that like, Ben? Can you describe the zone at all?
It's just it's one of those things that when you go out there, you just feel like you can make all the throws and everything's going to work, but it's so much more than just me. The line has to block and protect, and guys have to make plays. I mean, some of the touchdowns were just bench routes that AB took 60 yards or screen passes. So it wasn't like it was all on me. It was a collective group of us, and we all had fun doing it.
How has fatherhood changed you?
It makes me much more patient. It makes you appreciate things, and the smaller and the finer things in life. I mean, you go throw 6 touchdowns in a game, and the next morning you're waking up changing diapers, and you're back to being back to reality. So it's it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it.
Do you have kids, plural? Do you have 2 kids?
Yes, I have 2 kids. Yes.
How old are they?
My son will be 2 on Friday, and my daughter's 8 months.
Is it true that your son has a problem with Todd Haley? Is it assumed that is a whole family issue with Todd Haley? Is there any problem?
Just because he doesn't give him a hug when he sees him, I don't know if I call it a problem, but maybe.
So you're saying there's something brewing that we should keep that on our national radar screen?
Absolutely. We should talk about it every time I do interviews.
Ben Roethlisberger confirms there is a problem brewing between his 2-year-old son and Todd Haley. Thank you for that scoop, Ben. I appreciate that.
No problem.
And thanks for calling in during your bye week. I appreciate it, and I look forward to chatting down the line.
Anytime, Rich. Good talking to you.
You bet. That's Ben Roethlisberger.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.